We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. And we're working on some coordination here. Hand and legs and everything. Take a look at the pretty.
Araya is back in the bath where she came into the world.
And she loves it. She's the floating princess.
Oh. She is loving being back in the water. My baby girl.
Look at her. She's swimming. Oh no, my baby girl. Oh.
Baby.
See, we feel that bringing our baby and have her swim is key. The first year of their life, their brain grows more than ever before, so putting her in a pool to swim is ideal for their growth. It actually has been proven or documented that it's good for their intelligence, their concentration, their alertness, and their perceptual abilities of this world and universe. They can like sense everything better. Also, it's good for their emotional and physical, of course. It's just like being zero gravity in water, and she just loves it. She's just like natural.
Araya does it.
Only her head is being held up by a little bit. And her legs just push and she swims along. Woo!
It's like being back in the womb, isn't it, Araya?
Uh-huh. Okay. My baby. Water birth baby. How old is Araya, babe?
Today, she is 3 weeks and a day.
3 weeks and a... Wow, she's almost a month old.
22 days, isn't it?
That's crazy. You should see her hand. It's like... It's growing every day. So, I told you guys all a story a while back, and it impacted a lot of people. It was actually a story from the same people who I was telling you about the unassisted birth story, where she pooed all over the place after they gave birth of an unassisted birth. I was at their house, and I had mentioned that their child was sick and couldn't get out of bed, was a huge headache, just couldn't move. And they asked me for golden seal and echinacea and stuff like that. And I'm like rolling my eyes saying, you don't take things to heal stuff. You gotta give the child an enema. And they're like, oh, he doesn't like that. And the mom and child disappeared, and I was talking to the dad about dorky stuff, MacBooks and speakers and fun things like that. And then seriously, 15 minutes later, this little boy comes running outside with his blanket, totally fine. I'm like, what just happened? They're like, well, I gave him an enema, like you said, and immediately he was better. She was telling me about all the stuff that came out of him and everything. After that, I've gotten numerous emails and Facebook posts from mothers who did the same thing based on this story, and they were thanking me for it because they were going to end up going to the hospital and giving their kids pharmaceutical poisonous drugs, and it didn't happen. I've been getting emails like that all the time. So a friend of mine last night sent me an email. I think his wife is more mainstream and he's more into the raw food scene. And he was saying that they're going to take her to the hospital, give her drugs or whatever. And she was a 3-year-old. And he's like, dude, I have her right now. Should I give her enema? I'm like, do it. Do it. A miracle can happen. And I'm like, maybe even do 2 after she does the first one. He's like, okay, I'll keep you posted. Today, I got an email from him. I'm going to read it. Hi, Matt. We did the enema last night, and my daughter was on the toilet for about 30 minutes. She was laying around for 3 days prior, sleeping mostly, waking up every once in a while, whimpering, vomiting about 7 times over the past 3 days. Had very little appetite, but drank a lot of water and a couple of green smoothies. I left last night, and after the enema, we did 2 in a row. Nice. She was sitting up last night rather than laying down and had a bit of food and more water. This morning, I get a text from her mom saying, she's totally perfect, it seems. I'm so happy. Had we listened to everyone else, we would have been sitting in the emergency room last night, waiting to see a doctor. Thanks, man. He remembers the story I told.
Yay. She's all better, isn't she?
It is so blatantly obvious to me. This is what I've been trying to say. When someone is sick, you don't give them something to heal them. It's what's going on is they need to get the stuff out. This enemas is what they don't want you to know, because then they're not going to go on the expensive drugs. And it doesn't work just for children. It works for adults too. We're just more toxic, so it might have to be a little bit more rough.
What's more rough?
Like, you just have a lot more built-up toxicity.
There's more to work through. On the subject of expensive drugs and medical treatments, we mentioned in a previous video how the average cost of a birth in, I don't remember if it was North America or America, was some stupid amount of thousands of dollars, like $16,000 or something. And some people were leaving comments on that video. It was amazing to see some of your stories. I think the highest number I saw on there was one woman said that the birth of her child in California cost $34,000.
I saw a 42,001.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah. So yeah, if you're ever wondering about whether the medical industry is run by some pieces of green paper, that might be a clue.
So if your child gets sick, you might want to consider doing an enema. Seriously, like 10 out of 10 times, I've seen this happen with emails that come to me, and it's worked every time. And yeah, and if it persists, just do more enemas.
Simple, isn't it?
It is simple.
People don't want to hear it, do they?
No. Oh, what can I do for my child? What can I give them? What can, But most people, they go to the doctor, they go on the pharmaceutical drugs, they suppress it, and then it builds up, and it festers, and then it comes back again, and then it's just like this cycle of just illness until whatever. All right.
If you're wondering what that meowing noise is in the background, it's our kitten. If you didn't see, I put a picture of him on Facebook, but we haven't shown him otherwise. We're just like non-stop baby arrivals here at the Monarch Ranch. We had Sally Joy came, our new baby Palomino horse. Then 9 days after her, Araya came, our daughter. And then 9 days after Araya came Chim Chom, the kitten. There's a picture of him on my Facebook wall if you want to see him. And right now he wants to eat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's
I
time to
forgot
go.
to feed him. Yeah. All right. Check it out. We'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV. Tell them. Show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.
Breast teach me to live like the tree. The pure fire flowing from your sun teach me to live like the open heart. Ocean with beauty. The pure water flowing from your breast teach me to live like the ocean. The pure water flowing from your breast teach me to live like the tree. The pure fire flowing from your sun teach me to live like the open